Hi all your 4x4 enthusiasts. We're back here at Henop's 4x4 Trail in the Northwest, and today we're talking about jacks. We're talking about air jacks, your normal high lift jack, and also the new jack that you get from 4x4 Mega World, Jackie. Again, with me, we've got Bernie. Bernie, how's it again, mate?
Fine, and you, Anton?
Can't complain. So, tell me, we've got three types of jacks here. Obviously there's small types, you've got your scissor jacks and your bottle jacks, but they don't really work when you get into the bush. So, tell me a little bit more of what we've got here.
Okay, Anton, I think the most popular and probably the one that you see the most on everybody's 4x4 is a high lift jack.
And then we have this one. This is Jackie from 4x4 Mega World. Well, the guys at ARB produces them, and you guys distribute them here.
Yes, a wonderful piece of equipment. This, first and foremost, you lifted that up. Now I want you to pick up the high lift jack.
Yeah.
A slight difference in
Yeah, this one is slightly heavier than that one.
Exactly. All right. Because we have aluminium tube. All right, and a lot less steel than you have in that. And the ease of operation on this is a lot easier. In fact, a child of 2 or 3 years old will be able to use this jack. That's how easy it is, and we will demonstrate that to you just now. Also a lot safer to use than a normal high lift jack. I'm able to use a normal high lift jack as a manual winch if I really have to. This I might have a little bit of an issue, even though it will be possible because there is an attachment that comes onto the actual lifting foot on this jack that you can utilize to also use it as a manual winch.
I'm sorry, and this is a hydraulic.
This is hydraulic, and that's what makes its ease of operation so easy. You can literally use one finger if you want to, and also with the letting down of the jack is a lot easier. So that will demonstrate to you just now. Okay.
Well, Bernie, you've got one more jack here in a bag.
Yeah, it's my bag of tricks. Okay. So I have now the latest and greatest Hilux. I don't have access to jacking points to use for a high lift jack. However, there's this wonderful piece of equipment. It's called an air jack. Thanks, Anton. A lot of things that you can use this funnel for. All right. Now, I still have the older version, and this one has worked very hard, as you can see. It's got some serious mileage on. I can either use the volume of the exhaust to jack the vehicle with, all right, or I can utilize a compressor. How much air do you think this takes to inflate?
Oh, that looks like that is 500 liters.
Okay, but when we talk in terms of bar, how much bar do you think pressure do I need on this to inflate it?
I'm not even going to speculate.
Okay, it's less than 1 bar over here.
Less than 1 bar?
Less than 1 bar over
Is
here.
that the amount of pressure you need?
Then it's fully inflated.
And then it actually will lift the vehicle?
Okay, and this will give you 4.5 tons of lift.
At 1 bar?
At 1 bar, less than 1 bar.
That's pretty impressive. Now, the one thing that I'm seeing is this is plastic. It's
a plastic canvas.
Yes.
Okay. The downside to that is it's going to be prone to a puncture.
That's what I wanted to ask. What happens if
So-
I'm in the bush with?
You have to take
Thorns
extra
and
precautions. And they also come with protective mats. They've just somebody's nicked mine. But what we normally do is we put, even if you take your normal mats in your car, put it at the bottom or on the top. You've got to look where you're putting this thing. You can't put it up against the exhaust, for instance. So you've got to use a bit of brain to utilize an air jack properly. But I've had instances where I've had a fully equipped car. We've had winches, everything on the cars, and we still couldn't get out. And the only way that we managed to get out is because you now have to lift that car out of what we're in. It was like Maltabella porridge, man. It was bad.
Yeah.
So you had to lift the car, and the only way to lift the car, because you couldn't use the high lift jack, even if you use the base plate, it would push the base plate into the ground. So the only way that we managed to lift the car was with an air jack. So you'd lift it with the air jack, and then pull it for like 500 millimeters, lift it up again, pull it again. Well, that's the only way.
That's the nice thing also about an air jack. As far as I understand it, you can actually push your vehicle off the air jack.
You can, but be careful of sharp points underneath the car. There's plenty
For
of sharp
example, with
edges,
that is not advisable, but it is much more safer than to
What
push
I,
it
what I
off there.
can do with a high lift jack is if this vehicle is lying in tracks and I'm struggling to get out, I can go to the center of the bull bar. Okay, in this case I've got a number plate that's in the way, but I can still get away with it. Lift the vehicle up in its entirety in the front and push it off the jack.
To the side.
To the side.
Okay.
And it's going to take you a while, but I can turn this car 90 degrees. And then pick it up again and push it off. Pick it up again and push it off. But it's imperative that when you're using a high lift jack, you need to maintain control over the high lift jack so that it doesn't slip either way. Okay, and an exercise like that you're not going to do on your own.
And you need
have
also
to be at
careful
least
that
2 or
the
3
handle
guys.
doesn't start
Yes.
slipping. And
That we'll demonstrate to you just now. So those are the crucial things that when it comes to high lift jacking. So you have to have a vehicle that's equipped in order to use a high lift jack. If I don't have that, I can go and buy myself an air jack. Think about SUVs. Let's talk about a Prado 120. Let's talk about a Isuzu MU-X. Let's talk about a Fortuner. Think about all those cars, a Ford Everest.
Yep.
They don't have high lift jacking points. So what is going to be your cheapest way to go if you have to use a jack?
it will
Let's
probably
go to an air jack, okay? But at the same time, learn to use the air jack properly. The biggest problem, guys, that we have when we have or are trying to use the high lift jack is where do you jack from? What points do you use to jack from?
Yep.
Okay, and for that very reason, we have the stock standard Hilux here today, and we also have a Hilux that has all the toys and the bells and the whistles on it. If we have a look at the ARB bumper, you'll see that over here we have 2 slots. That is specifically for your high lift jack. Okay, if we walk around to the side of the vehicle, we have a look at the rock sliders. We have access points at the bottom here for your high
there's
lift
one
jack.
and there's
All
one.
right. If we go to the back of the vehicle, we have a replacement bumper on this vehicle. All right, to utilize the high lift jack, obviously I'm going to have to open the attachments at the back here to get to the high lift jacking points. If I go to a stock standard vehicle, I have a problem. How am I going to utilize a high lift jack here? Where am I going to do it? Do you think I can use the A-frame?
No, you're probably going to bend stuff here with
It's
this.
going to bend, it's going to cause damage, okay? So I can't use a high lift jack on this vehicle on the front. Let's go to the side. You all know how easy an Excalibur bends.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got a problem. I can't use the high lift jack on the side. When I go to the rear of this vehicle, also got a problem. There's no jacking point.
Yeah.
The other problem that we have, and it will come out just now when we start doing the recoveries, guys, these vehicles come on standard on the front. You've got recovery points. Okay. To my knowledge at the moment, the only double cab or bucky that comes with a recovery point at the back is the Nissan Navara.
That's true. We actually had one just the other week in Botswana, and it had a single recovery point in the rear. It's got 2 in front.
At least you've got a recovery point. This vehicle doesn't have a recovery point at the back. Okay? Not any of the other double cab buckies that you find on the market, 4x4 or single cab for that matter, have recovery points on the back. The only one that comes out standard like that is a Land Cruiser, and it's got a hook in the center of the vehicle that is actually attached onto the chassis. So if we're going to start doing serious off-roading and we're going to have to want to use things like high lift jacks, etc., those are crucial things that you need to look at.
Well, guys, I think Bernie needs to show us now how all these toys work. And so, Bernie, are you going to show us some tricks with these
I'm going
things?
to show you some.
And then also the basic safety rules. That is imperative. All these products here can literally kill you if you're not using them correctly. Okay, Bernie, so the first one we're going to look at is jacking.
Guys, the first thing that we're going to notice is that that's a little bit low for there. So how do I adjust that? It simply pulls up. Okay, and I can find the correct height that I want. Go in.
I believe it clicks in place.
Yes, it just clicks in place. There we go. And now I need to get to the correct height. So I start jacking. Can you see how easy this goes, Anton?
No, I'm seeing it,
All
but
right.
let me test it so that I can believe it.
Okay, I want you to use but one finger.
There's some force, but
Can,
yeah.
can you just look how easy it is and how easy it's picking up this vehicle?
And the nice thing is that it's sitting here in the middle, and it's not trying to kill me.
It's not coming back at you with a force.
Yeah,
Instead of standing in front of this, rather do it from the side.
from the
So
side.
if
Okay,
something
so-
does go wrong,
Okay.
how easy is that, guys? And you see the jack is starting to go at an angle.
Yeah, it's
All right?
moving a little bit.
And it's because of the terrain. So while we're utilizing this, even though the foot can swivel slightly at the bottom end, to kind of accommodate for the difference or the terrain, you always need to watch that, because the more it goes at an angle, the higher you go, the more acute the angle is going to become, and the bigger the chances are of the jack slipping out. All right.
Okay.
So there's certain basic things. I know common sense doesn't grow in everybody's gardens anymore, but when it comes to recovery, and that's what I said to you right in the common sense is key when it comes to recovery. Okay. So use the grey matter.
Right way.
I need to jack this vehicle down now. Okay. And this is a lot simpler than the traditional high lift jack. So all I've got to do is here's a little red button. Imagine you in your fighter plane. Okay. And off we go. And I can control the rate of descent. Now, that was easy. Now let's try with a normal high lift jack.
So Bernie, now we're looking at the weapon of mass destruction.
I'm nervous.
Very.
Well, I've got to use it. Why are you nervous?
It's like a Terminator, this thing. It's out to kill you. You have to behave around this thing. Okay, so high lift jack. First,
I
let's
know.
start with...
I need to get to that height, okay? And we have an adjusting clip on the side here.
Yep.
And you see that doesn't help me much.
No.
So I have to clip it in the upward position.
Okay.
So now you see it's hooking.
Yes.
All right. But there's something else that's very important here, guys. These pins need to alternate. They slot alternating, going up and down. What is the most, probably going to be the most used way of lubricating those pins?
Probably oil, 220 or something like that to lubricate.
And that's exactly where the problem comes in, guys. Any lubrication that has oil base or
You're going to attract
Teflon,
dust and whatever.
attract dust. So where's this thing normally sit on your car?
On the back, on the side, on the top,
I've seen people mount them on the front
on
here.
the front.
And a nice missile in the case of an accident.
I've actually seen a guy that mounted his light bars on one of these onto his bumper.
Like I said, common sense doesn't grow in anybody's garden, everybody's garden. So.
But that, but anyway, so yeah.
So what I've done now is I've made a little mixture of normal dishwasher,
Yeah, your sunlight
Okay.
liquid,
sunlight liquid,
a little bit of water.
a little bit of water, and I just want a little bit of lubrication on here, and I'm just going to wet it like that. Make sure that it's inserted properly. Okay, and now I'm going to definitely for this
Okay.
one, sorry for my back
Let's
camera,
move away.
I'm going to definitely move out of the way, and now I start to jack. Guys, don't do this. Alright, this is where the broken jaw and the broken cheekbone comes from. Don't do this. So you want to be away from it.
And it's a full movement down
It's a
and a
full
full
movement
movement up. Otherwise it doesn't
Full
click
movement down. Okay. Up and back down. Can you see where my left hand is?
in. Yep,
Can you see
holding
where
it
my fingers are?
on the outside.
You see I'm not doing that.
Definitely.
Okay, because can you see just that action can cause us to fly up and
Break fingers.
it's gonna hurt. Okay, it's gonna hurt. Let's get this guy off the ground. Ah,
Sorry, Bernie, can I try one click so that I can
Try.
just feel what's the
this is
difference?
hard work. Give it one more click.
Okay,
You
hands
don't
on the
have
outside.
Remember, always gloves, eh?
Always gloves, unfortunately not today.
And
Yeah, okay, this is...
compare that
work.
to Jackie.
Yeah, no, it's chalk and cheese.
Okay. Now I've got the. Can you hear it's hard work? I'm huffing and I'm puffing and I'm sweating.
Yeah, but we've seen the video of you just trying to clear the sand.
Oh, get
So,
lost. Okay, now I need to go down.
okay, stand away.
This. Now it's the same movement again. Okay. Watch what happens. Okay.
That can cause damage.
It can hurt you. Okay. Sometimes it can run. You don't want to be there when that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's violent. Okay, Bernie, now for the last one. Air jack.
like I said to you a bit earlier, we have two ways of jacking this vehicle up. We have mass volume air, or we can utilize a normal compressor. Okay, compressor I will use if I need a more controlled inflation. So if I want to start moving the jack and stuff like that, so it doesn't have this voluminous air that it jacks up all of a sudden, I can use this for a more controlled jack. Okay, so next we need to decide where we're going to fit this puppy, or fit this, and I'm going to get down and dirty for this one, Anton.
You are.
Yeah, no, you are also. Come. Okay, I'm going to utilize it under the spare wheel here, and then of course common sense prevails. I need to have access to
the valves.
To the valves. Otherwise, it's pointless. All right. So let's get our mass volume valve, and this has got a hook on there. All right. So that goes in, and make sure that you've turned it. Okay.
So that
keep it in that position. Otherwise, you're going to lose all the air again. So now I need to make sure that I have placed this jack where I want it. I'm going to put it over here. And now we need to start the vehicle. Okay, start the car, Anton. If it's a manual, you need to know on the new Hilux, you need to depress the clutch. All right, now
It doesn't feel like a lot of pressure coming out here.
we can change that. I need you to take that part
Yep.
and push it over the exhaust as hard as you can. And hold it there. Have a look what's happening. No, you need to hold it. You need to hold it, otherwise it's going to pop off. You see, I'm just guiding it so that it goes up straight. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And you see we're getting lift. Hold it, hold it. And it becomes more difficult to hold it, eh?
Yeah, you can feel the pressure building up.
That's it. Okay, we're fully inflated. You can take it off now. Okay, can you see the smoke residue that's coming out of the diesel? So now, we need to deflate this puppy. So can you see I've got the gloves on? Stand away, it is carbon monoxide coming out of there. You don't want to, away.
So guys, that's pretty much jacks in a nutshell. Bernie, thanks again, showing us the do's, the
It's
don'ts,
only a pleasure.
the hows and the how nots. Guys, share your recovery experiences with us in the comments below. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and look out for the next one where we'll be doing snatching and winching. See you next time. Cheers.